Donkey Kong Bananza review. I'm also doing some rows. So Donkey Kong Bananza is the new game for the Nintendo Switch 2. And yes, this is a video game review, just mixing it up. And the reason I'm doing this review, I'm a fan of Nintendo games, but this game, I didn't like it. I just didn't like it, but nearly every review I've seen has been overwhelmingly positive. I'm seeing people say stuff like, this is game of the year contender, blah, blah, blah. And I just have to think, have we played the same game? Because this is not how it felt to me. So back when the trailers came out for this game, it was giving heavy Mario Odyssey vibes. And that is one of my favorite Nintendo Switch titles. I had a real good time when I played Odyssey. To be fair, it's been like 6 years. So my opinion may change if I played it again today. But I had really high hopes for this Donkey Kong game. And I really did want to like it. You play as Donkey Kong, and the whole, I guess, story of the game is you're gonna make it to the deepest layer of the earth to save baby Pauline, grant her wish of getting back home, and grant Donkey Kong's wish of getting bananas, okay? And one of the main gimmicks of this game is the Bananza feature, which is basically transformations for Donkey Kong. So you get different abilities like you can fly, you can run faster, all these things, okay? But now I'm gonna get to the actual game. So I'm gonna start with the positives, okay? So I thought all the different layers of the game, like the different worlds, they all looked really nice. I thought the character models were really cool. See, I actually don't know if I can think of anything more. Here is my issue with the game, or issues, should I say. First and foremost, the difficulty. Unless you are an actual infant, I cannot imagine remotely struggling in any aspect of this game. This is gonna be one of the easiest, most hand-holdy games I've ever played. And I'm not necessarily like some gamer that only plays hard games. I feel like every game should have at least some challenge, but there's zero challenge at all in this game unless you try to do stuff unintentionally, and even then it's still pretty easy. It's still easy. Another one of the main mechanics in this game is the smashing. So Donkey Kong can basically destroy the entire world, like just you break everything. And at the start of the game, like it was kind of fun, but very quickly it became a chore. So you gotta collect bananas, and you actually don't need to collect bananas. So tangent. So you get bananas to kind of give yourself power-ups. And I stopped using this feature almost immediately because I realized, yo, this game is pretty easy. I'm gonna see if I can make it a bit more difficult for myself. So I never got any health upgrades, nothing like that. The only upgrades I ever got were stuff that was like quality of life stuff, like just made it quicker to break stuff, because that's nearly the entire gameplay. You just smash everything. And it's still not a single fight or any challenge is remotely difficult. I don't know how people are saying this game is fun. Like I think it's fun when you first pick it up and you get a feel of it and you get a feel of the mechanics, but then it just becomes that for the entire game. Like there's no diversity. Even when you get these abilities that let you transform, you don't even need to use them, because the majority of the time, using his standard stuff is just better. Or like for one, the zebra. So there's a zebra power up that makes you run faster and go over certain tracks. There is no reason to use this over just running normally or surfing on like the terrain. Like nearly every ability, it has use cases, but it's almost more fun to not use it and try and do it to make it a bit harder, because when you use it, the game is just like, it's baby. This is a baby game. I don't get it. Why is it like this? I was so excited, and I came home to play the game on release day. I'm like, Donkey Kong, and I started playing, like, this is good. I'm trying to convince myself this is fun, and then I'm like, I don't even want to play this. And then the next few days, I basically like forced myself to finish the game, which I don't think I really should have even done. I just did it because I wanted to be part of the cultural zeitgeist, but now I've just wasted hours. In terms of the actual gameplay, so you've got the main story up, and there's a little like side missions and little things you can do, but nearly every single mission or side quest amounts to either breaking stuff or throwing stuff. There's nearly no like actual strategy in anything. And I just don't, like, I'm kind of mad. I don't know, like, I can see how the skeleton of the game people could enjoy. I just don't understand how you could be like, oh, this is an amazing game. Like, it does, like, I'm angry about it. Some of the things I liked about Odyssey, right? With the transformations, you have different transformations in like every world, and they actually offer like a significant gameplay difference. And there's enough different captures in that game that felt like you're actually going to experience a bunch of stuff. In this game, for one, there's only 5. Only one I think is actually somewhat fun, which is the bird, and that's because it lets you skip the game. So I don't really think a highlight should be being able to skip the game, because that kind of means the game is a bit unfun. There's also little things that I think was such easy things I could have done. So you have baby Pauline, who's kind of there story-wise. It doesn't matter. The story of this game, I don't really think matters. It was a cute little story. Like, what am I gonna say? Every time, like so many of these little side missions, even the main story, you need to have her sing to just like be able to destroy stuff. But there's only one voice line. It's like, wah, it's like that. Could you not have had at least like 3 different voice lines so you're not hearing the same little child singing the same voice line every 5 seconds? okay? Why? Is it that hard to have 2 other voice lines at least? I just don't understand why they did this. On a high note, this game looks very fun to speedrun. I don't really speedrun myself, but I like watching it when I go to sleep. It's kind of soothing for some reason, because it has pretty cool movement tech you can do in the game. But there's no actual reason to ever use this unless you are speedrunning. Because if you're using it without speedrunning, you're just skipping the game, which goes back to my point of, if you're trying to skip the game, is it really a good game? I don't know. What else can I really say? I don't know. I think I just wanted to put a review out there that kind of was it. I don't even know if I'm being critical. At the end of the day, these are my thoughts. But every other review out there right now, majority of them, are very positive. And I just don't know how they could have played the same game and thought these things. Brain numbing, smashing, for just smash throw, smash throw, smash throw, smash throw, smash throw, smash throw, smash throw. Smash throw. I almost broke my mic. I feel like these game companies underestimate what children are capable of. My little cousin, who's like 7, cooks me in Fortnite, FIFA. Like, I don't understand how they think these kids are not functioning or something. Kids can definitely beat stuff like this without any difficulty. The only time I ever struggled was when I was trying to skip stuff using cool tech. And again, you know what I said about that. But it's just been such a disappointment for me. Like, before this came out, I'm like, oh, I can't wait to 100% this. Put a bunch of hours in. And legit within the first maybe 2 hours of gameplay, I'm like, there's no way I'm doing that. This is not fun. Since beating the game, I went on to try and attempt the post game, but I just couldn't be bothered. Like, it felt like I was clocking in when I played this game, and it just wasn't a fun time. Again, this is my opinion. I understand people probably love this game. If you're one of these people, tell me, what do you love about this game? But that's my review of Donkey Kong Bananza. Let me know if I should do other video game reviews. I wasn't really intending on it, but I just felt quite strongly about this one in particular. So with that being said, Donkey Kong Bananza gets a week 5. I thought about giving it lower. Thing is, it has a great skeleton of a game, or it had great potential, I feel like, but it just didn't meet it. So I'm giving it a 5 out of 10. My personal enjoyment is honestly probably a 3 out of 10. I'm trying to be fair, because it's not like it's just a sludge game. I just think they didn't execute it well. Sax and Jim out. Stay sexy, everyone.